This is Astro Bug here, coming live to you from quarantine, curfew, the revolution. Uh, I'm not sure. A timeline that has gone corrupt? No, no. All of this has been in the cards. Some of you are probably shocked, and another portion of you are probably like, finally. If you study astrology, you've been like waiting, like, I was waiting for these things, what was going to manifest, especially if you actually study the historical context of when things come to play. I come to you today to talk about Neptune. Was kind of called, in a way, to discuss the Neptunian properties because it has come up a lot. When people talk about the virus, when people talk about the media, Neptune in Pisces, deception, manipulation, the dark side. And this is not of course, as soon as I made a video talking about deception, I had some ops roll through. Oh gosh. Can't make this stuff up. Anyway, I was talking about Neptune. We're talking about deception. And Lord, it made me lose my train of thought. We're talking about deception and some of the things that were associated with Pisces, like the coronavirus, quarantine, the coronavirus, things of that nature, the media, of course, the suppression of the truth. I think that, well, if you study astrology, even on even the most basic level, you know that there there's always a high side and a low side to every zodiac sign. And things aren't really just one thing or the other. And I mean, this lesson has even made itself really prominent in my own life, where I think my thinking used to be more black and white, but now it's a lot of shades of gray. It's not, everything is not what it looks like, everything is not what it seems. A person can seem like they have your best interest at heart and still be playing you. You don't know. You may not know. But a great example of that was Blackout Tuesday, where you had a lot of companies, of course, put up their black squares, and without really even saying why they were putting up their black squares. Of course, we generally know, right? But there was no direct association with the movement, with the Black Lives Matter movement. And there was really you didn't necessarily hear anything about companies donating, giving money, putting their money where their mouth is, or their black squares are. And I think that is a great idea of how things aren't what they seem. You can have someone seem to show solidarity, talk a great game on social media, and then in real life, they're really not about that life. I've seen people get called out about that a lot, a lot this week. Like, you're really not about that life. Why are you posting this? Why are you talking like you're really about it and you're not? And that's an amazing point of that Neptunian part, right? Is that I think what people forget about Pisces, that's what Neptune is in, Pisces, is that Pisces is also ruled by Jupiter, which is, if you can say that Pisces is universal spirituality, well, Jupiter's universal truth. We know Jupiter by Sagittarius, which is the truth and higher knowledge. There's a reason why Jupiter also rules Pisces, other than the abundance of deception that takes place in general. When it comes to Neptune, so much is about knowing what you're looking at and not taking everything at face value, right? When you talk about knowledge, knowledge involves you doing the work. Knowledge involves you digging deeper to figure things out. Just don't take what's handed to you. Neptune has an interesting way of revealing the truth. As much as it gets ragged on about being deceptive, the more I read and learn about Neptune will reveal to you stuff that nobody else is really willing to tell you. But it does it the way it does it is deceptive. Let's put it that way. Have you ever played those games where it's like spot these 5 items in a chaotic picture? What is that kid called?
Where's Waldo? I had to stop because I had to look it up. It was gonna bother me. Those Virgo placements also be heavy sometimes. It's gonna bother me. I needed to know. Okay, Sagittarius in the 6th house. I need to know. Anyway, I'm sorry. Where's Waldo? Where is Waldo? You go through this chaotic picture trying to find Waldo, right? Now, if you're not used to playing those types of games, you're going to struggle. You're going to be like, "Oh, this is deceptive. This is manipulating me to look here," right? One hand, it's like a magic trick. You ever seen a magician work? Distract you with this. And then if you don't know where you're supposed to be looking, then you are going to miss. You're going to miss what's really going on. And you're going to fall for the trick. You're going to fall for the magic. Whereas Waldo is another great example. If you don't know how to look for hidden objects, there's always a method to the madness. Truly always a method to the madness, and you just have to know where to look. And with saying that, you're talking about Pisces also, the water signs, man. The water signs are incredibly intuitive. Pisces also is about spirituality. It's also about looking within, looking behind the veil, look behind the curtain. If you are just going to take everything at face value, if you don't know where to look, if you're not training yourself to be more curious, to be more inquisitive, you're going to fall for everything. So, and what I will say about Neptune is that don't take everything at face value. Look deeper, question it. There's nothing wrong with it. Questioning makes faith stronger, right? If you can question it, and you can question it, you can keep questioning it, and then you still keep arriving at the same answer, you know that baby's good and solid. Okay? Point blank, period. So, there's a lot of things to talk about. But my main thing What I wanted to come right here, right now, was to talk about that Neptunian aspect. There was so much going on astrologically. So much of it is right on time. All of it is right on time. So much more of it is going to play out. There is so much symbolism in some of the key players that we have. I may make a video talking about that. Maybe when tensions die down a bit, we'll get into we'll get into quite a few things. But just remember to dig deeper, question everything. Don't take anything at face value. Trust your intuition. Lean on your spirituality at this time. Higher knowledge, right? Spirituality, right? Dig deep. Lean in. Astrobug out. You thought I was done. No, really. I had one more thing to say. Especially about the Neptune, right, in Pisces. The other part of it is that Pisces, Venus is exalted in Pisces, and that's heightened creativity, right? With that being said, especially about Neptune being deceptive, you watch The Simpsons, right? Really creative, kind of outlandish things that sometimes happen on that show that people are now calling to attention that actually happen in real time at some point. Yeah, that's Pisces. That's Neptune. That's also Jupiter. That's the truth, right? That's looking beyond the veil. That's the inspiration. Inspiration that comes down, and we use our creativity from the heavens, from the muses. And oftentimes there's truth in that. There is this psychic energy, because energy is energy. It's all connected. That is being pulled. And all of a sudden, now you have someone predicting things that are going to happen. And you're watching a show. This is really creative. It's a cartoon. All of a sudden, cartoon looks a lot like reality. You weren't expecting that. Now, let me guess. You feel like you were bamboozled? Oh, Neptune. You just don't know what to expect, huh? You gotta look deeper. Realize that the truth is truly everywhere. What's that album by Lupe Fiasco that you were talking to me about?
The song or the whole album?
The song or album.
Streets of Fire. Streets on Fire is the song.
Streets on Fire, Lupe Fiasco. Check it out. Your artists, your creators have been predicting, informing you, alarming you to everything that's to come. You just gotta pay attention. Dig in. Look deeper. Okay, Astrobug really out. Night, y'all.